going to hand over to her to brief us on the upcoming events.
Thank you so much, Victor, and thank you, everyone. I think I heard one or two people say, wow, when they got to our space, so I'm very happy with that feedback. So yes, thank you for being here. We have the formal launch of the John Ojigi Public Service Academy, otherwise called JOOPSA, coming up on August 12, 2023. JOOPSA was named after His Excellency Chief John Ojigi, and the 12th of August happens to be his 84th birthday. So we will be celebrating him on that day, and we will also be launching JOOPSA formally. It might interest you to know that our keynote speaker for that day will be the revered, if you like, Mr. Steve Oronsanye. He's going to be delivering the keynote speech on the day of our launch. We will have, of course, in attendance the chief host, His Excellency Governor Godwin Nogegase of Basiki, who is the visionary and the brain behind this institution. And of course, we will have myself, Imuma Heyanjanu, the Founding Director General, and her team on that day. So we of course expect that members of the press will be there as well. One of the people often ask us, why JOOPSA? Why did His Excellency think about setting up this institution? There's so much that he could be doing, but why is he focusing on the public service? His Excellency famously says that the civil and public service is the engine of government. So it means that if we want government, and government runs society, true or true, and if we want government to function as it should, we must pay attention to the engine. Any of us who has a vehicle here knows that if you have a flat engine, what happens? It grinds to a halt. So for us at JOOPSA, our role is simple. We were set up to upskill and retool civil and public servants. That's our role. And our job is to make sure that the people who work for the Edo people, you and I, have the requisite knowledge, skills, and ability to be able to compete for today and for tomorrow. If you look at our space, you will find that JOOPSA is intentionally designed. The minute you come into JOOPSA, whether it's from Secretariat, Government House, or any other place, there's almost some sort of cognitive dissonance that happens, and it's deliberate. We want you to come here and immediately be invited into a space where learning happens. We have cutting-edge curriculum, and we are, again, intentionally focused on foundational courses. We want to have civil and public servants who can write properly, who can deliver technical memos, who think strategically, who are good public managers, people who have project management skills. So if you look through our curriculum, you will find courses like fundamentals of project management. You'll find things like introduction to public service excellence. And again, we'll design this so that we can focus on the foundations. JOOPSA, we're also very happy to say that we are now established by law. So there's a law setting up the institution, because typically people will ask us, how do you sustain this vision beyond the visionary who is our present governor? So we have a law setting us up. We're very excited about that. We think that in another 5-10 years of JOOPSA, we will definitely have a different public service. In fact, we're already seeing early signs that make us a bit bullish in this accession. Those civil and public servants will be the person to beat compared to others. We're very unique in our niche, and when you think about it, there are business schools in Nigeria, but where do you really go when you want to learn about the public service? Our thinking is, in the next 5-10 years, if you have been appointed in this country to run any political office, and it will make more sense when you tell people that I've done the training at JOOPSA, I've come to JOOPSA, and then people have more confidence to say, yes, okay, they've done XYZ courses at JOOPSA, they definitely are the kind of people that we want to be leading us. So we're very new, we're very unique, but we're very ambitious, and we're very excited about our upcoming launch. Till date, JOOPSA has trained over 5,000 civil and public servants, and we plan to do 10,000 by the end of the year, so we're very excited about that. On the 12th of August, we want everybody to come, not just for a launch, but for something that we feel is the beginning of something exciting for this country. Picture a Nigeria where you have civil and public servants who understand that government is a service. You know, that I work for government, it means that the people of Nigeria, or by extension, the people of Edo, they elected me to do a job, and then you do your job professionally, comparable to anywhere in the world. Depending on the scholars that you listen to, many people argue that what we lack in Africa are strong institutions. So our premise, the premise of JOOPSA, is that we hope that we can strengthen the public service institution through capacity building, and we set out to do just that. Thank you also very much for being here, and we look forward to seeing you August 12, 2023 for our JOOPSA launch. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. We're not going to applause the GG. I think that was a very obviously, I know we have feedbacks and questions that we'd like to ask and things that she may have not touched. So if there are questions, we'll take like 4 or 5 questions so that we can quickly round up and be on. All right.
What we have seen.
We can't see your voice.
Very good academy here. What is the position of the relationship with regulatory agencies, the technical regulatory agency in terms of technical?
That's a very good question that you just asked. Just in terms of being a bit specific, what we run here are courses around the professional upskilling. When you ask what is our relationship, I'm happy to say that our fundamentals of project management course is actually run by, we do that in partnership with PMI Nigerian chapter. So we are building institutional linkages. Again, when we're talking earlier upstairs, I said one of the ways that we will scale will be through technology, but that's not the only way we scale. Another way that we scale is through institutional partnerships and linkages. So for example, we're already doing things with the American Online Business School and Lexford. We're in talks with other potential partners as well. So we want to, JOOPSA at the end of 5 years, what you would see will definitely look very much like a collaborative effort where we are working with all of these bodies to deliver knowledge. Now, if your question is around accreditations and things like that, yes. So those are things that we take very seriously, and we're talking to the right people to make sure that what we offer at JOOPSA is comparable to what you have anywhere in the world. So it's going to be a collaborative effort, but yes, we are going to also be heavily regulated. I hope that helps. Thank you.
Madam?
Yes, please.
In life, what you do in the morning does not bother as much as what you did in the evening. On that premise, I'm asking, in all of this that you have put on ground, how can you guarantee sustenance?
That's a very good question that you have asked. You know, often we hear the sustainability question. As someone who has a first class, I studied innovation and change, and I've done consulting for a bit. When I was appointed by His Excellency, one of the approaches that we could have done in building this school would be to say, you've done this elsewhere, carry some sort of template and then just plug and play the deal. But that's not what we did. When we started JOOPSA, we first, working with our technical partners as well, TAI, one of the first things that we did was to create what we call a change coalition. So the first question was, who are the people currently running training in the service? That was the first question. Who are the people doing it? So that we can learn from them. How are they doing it? So we got all of them, they're called directors of shared services, and brought them into a change coalition. We call it the interministerial counterpart team. So everything that you see in JOOPSA is not just His Excellency's idea, or the head of service, or the chairman Civil Service Commission, or myself as the Pioneer Director General, but it's a reflection of ideas of the collective. So everybody sat down to validate our strategy plan. We showed them, full disclosure, does this make sense for the service? These are the courses we are prioritizing. Yes, I have over 120 courses, But what should we prioritize? What will make more sense for you as a civil and public servant? And they came back to tell us, no, take this one out. We can do nanotechnology later. We are not there yet. We don't even know how to use computer. So what we need to learn now is basic computer skill, not nanotechnology. And I said, okay, fine. I take that out, I put this. So for us, that's the first way to sustainability, because it is the people who get value from JOOPSA, hopefully, that will tell another government that, look, maybe touch other places, don't touch this place, because it directly benefits me. Again, like I said earlier, the exciting thing about training is it's your name on the certificate. When I do a course, it's not the governor's name on it, it is Imua's name that they write there. So it's something that is your own, and we hope that that personal nature of training is one step towards sustainability. Another thing that we've done is to make sure, for a very new organization, I think, I don't know, I haven't checked, so I'm not, don't quote me, but I think we got our law passed in record time. And it's because a lot of work happened, and it's because we're all thinking about how do we sustain it. So we have a law setting up this agency. We're not just a fluke or something that we're just doing on the side. So there is that, that's another thing. And then the third one, in terms of sustaining JOOPSA, will still go back to the people of Edo. If the Edo people believe that this is an institution where they are getting value, our hope is their children are coming here, their parents are public servants, they are experiencing a difference in governance, and people are really feeling the benefits. We think that that will also help us gather support to ensure that this place is sustained. I could have started by saying the law is how we sustain it, but I think we're all wiser to know that that's, somebody else can come and repeal that. But it will take the people of Edo and the public servants themselves to say, I'm getting value from this institution, and this institution must continue.
Thank you.
Yes. Looking at what you have here, certainly it is high quality. But I want to know if this place, apart from government officials or civil servants or public servants, whether it's open to outsiders in terms of training and social ceremonies.
Okay, thank you. 2 questions were asked, very good questions. One of the things that our law allows us to do is to be open to everyone. And so JOOPSA is open to everybody who wants to learn about the public service. We're open to everyone. We're open to other markets, we're open to other jurisdictions. However, because JOOPSA belongs to Edo, and it is our own, our priority is, of course, first to ourselves, which is the Edo civil and public service. But yes, we're already seeing strong interest from other subnationals, and those are people that we want to train. And is JOOPSA open for social ceremonies? The answer will be no. We are not. We have event centers for those, not JOOPSA.
Madam, my own concern is I was thinking we have this university structure, rector, vice chancellor, whatever, the head of department, something like that.
Thank you so much. So his question is if we have like the university structure. So yes, we do have a registrar, that's familiar. But like I always say, JOOPSA is traditional in our foundations, but we're very modern, and you would have seen that in terms of how we are designed and in how we are leveraging technology. So we are not the traditional school. And let me also differentiate how we're different from universities, because people tend to ask that question. Our focus is on skills, having skills. Depending on who you listen to, if you read, articles from the World Economic Forum, etc., many people are calling this generation the skill generation. There are organizations now in the world who are saying that they don't even want to see your certificate, they want to see what it is that you can do. So what we are focused on at JOOPSA is to make sure that if a person works for Edo State government, you have the requisite skills that you need to be able to function at your desk. So we are more focused on knowledge, passing on knowledge than certifications. However, you will get, certifications from JOOPSA. So are we exactly another public service university? I would think not. We are an academy for a reason, and our focus is on upskilling.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
She's not accredited, but it's scam. Sorry, we have the right to prejudice.